I'll come out and say it, this is the sexiest car LEGO has done at this scale. Maybe it's the Roman red color or maybe the almost flawless curves. But it is definitely not that hot with that R-top on, and the price, while lower than every other branded LEGO Icons car, ends up being the worst of them all. Say hello to LEGO Icons 61 C1 Corvette. Its measurements are very similar to other cars of the theme, like the Porsche 911 or the DeLorean. It can't really be compared to the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 or Land Rover for obvious reasons, but having them all together looks amazing on display. As for the price, there's 6 branded cars you can buy from LEGO and the Corvette goes live in August. All of them with their respective prices and piece counts, which translates to a price per piece ratio ranging from 10.2 cents per piece all the way up to 11.7 cents a piece on the Chevrolet Camaro. The Corvette, on the other hand, is 12.4 cents a piece, the most expensive of them all, meaning you get less LEGO for your money. Now, arguments could be made about prints or new elements, which this car does have a bunch of, but so did all the others during their releases, so take it as you will. Despite all of these technicalities, the car does look amazing, right? I'm still not a fan of that R-top though. It's too bulky when you see it through the front windshield, the shapes up top are all over the place and don't match the overall sleekness of the whole car, almost as if it was a design afterthought. So having the option to remove these altogether is a blessing and makes it look way better, which is a shame having to put this thing to the side where a new windscreen element was included, with the set having 2 of them that came packed in paper, saving us from the bad scratched windscreen issues I've seen before in other sets where the transparent elements were simply dumped together with other pieces. The classic Roman red main color together with these shapes of white on the sides make for a great color combo, while also having light bluish grey details at the front, which in the original car were chrome. Missed opportunity from LEGO. Now let's just start at the front. Despite the somewhat flat surfaces by the headlights, everything else very close to the real car. Loved the use of the banana and sausage elements recolored in grey to get all of the details just right. The top section of the front grille not being textured like the bottom one bothers me just a little, and the mystery surrounding the headlights is explained with this 2x2 round tile with a hole that has a print on it, onto which a new transparent round plate is connected upside down. That new element is just a 1x1 plate that got stretched out a bit, which is interesting. I do find it weird having this element rubbing against a print though, as I thought that was illegal to do in LEGO sets, same as having pieces rubbing on the LEGO logo on pieces studs. There's this line behind the headlights that is made out of 3 printed elements, and so is the Corvette logo on the hood. I love how seamless the curves here worked out, while keeping the ability of opening it to reveal the V8 General Motors engine, complete with the stickered Corvette logo on the sides. The gears are connected to the wheels, which is part of the steering mechanism, triggered by the car's steering wheel. There isn't a lot of room to handle it, which makes driving the car a bit harder. There's a sticker in there and a few more here, and here for the 4-speed manual transmission. There's the rear view mirror, this weird handlebar the original car also has, and the doors do open and feature some detailing. At the top there's another printed tile that continues the silver line seen in the front and wrapping around the doors and the backs of the seats, where 1x6 printed arches lead to 2 stickers. The white shapes on the sides are offset by half a stud. Cool detailing here with a mix of grey elements and a sticker with small stripes of color, but the cool thing is the back, where 2 new elements were made to achieve this curvature here. A new 1x4x1 and 2/3 of a brick white slope, and a matching inverted arch. Besides the R-top, this is the only place of the car where I think the shapes aren't as perfect as everywhere else. In the real car, this here flows together seamlessly, whereas the LEGO model doesn't. There's a rapier element for the car's antenna, and the back is, again, flawless. Perfect curves everywhere, making great use of relatively new slopes going in all sorts of directions. There's the iconic round tail lights, some more of the fake chrome details details, and a Corvette license plate with 2 extra options to switch around. A Californian showroom one with the name of the model and the year of production, and another from Michigan, home of General Motors, also referenced here with the GM initials and the number 0937, which reads LEGO when turned upside down. These extras can be stored in the trunk, which we need to pop open by pushing an element underneath, a much needed feature because otherwise there would be no grabbing surface to open it. That's how good the building techniques of this model are. The wheels have the same printed rim elements of the Ecto 1 that aren't a perfect fit when compared to the real world reference. They needed a bit more red in there, maybe something closer to what the Wild West version of the DeLorean had. Minor nitpicks overall, but the major issue is the fact that the Corvette is the most overpriced LEGO branded car at this scale. If you're fine with that, well, it's coming out in August, and if you like overpriced sets, I'll be reviewing this one soon. See you then.